Hey, everybody.
Hey.
Hello.
Welcome. Welcome to the Puppetocracy very first meeting. It's a town hall meeting uh, with two candidates. Uh,
I hope I'm not running.
Yo,
Hello.
Hey, you're live. Lee is live.
right, somewhere. So is this am I the lucky man to be in this group or what's going on here? What is this place?
This is a town hall. I'm serious.
it's it's our town hall meeting, and we've got let's see who's with us. Where's Felton? Is Felton? Oh, there he is.
Hello.
Hello, Felton.
Oh my! There's a lot more people here than I initially thought were going to be here, and I appreciate you all coming out on this busy Wednesday. I know Wednesdays are a very difficult time to get people involved in their local politics.
Yeah. Okay. Um, so I guess we've decided we're going to run our own town hall meeting. I'm Kyle von Beethoven, and this is my opponent, Felton Stuffin.
Hello.
So, can we have a hand for both of us, maybe?
Woo!
Yay! Yay! Okay.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
All right. Well, to get started, yeah.
Kyle, shall we flip a coin to see which one of us should speak first?
Yeah. Hang on, I've got one right here. Hang on. Call it.
Heads.
It's tails. But you know what? Right. I will let you speak first because I'm that kind of guy. So you go right ahead and you speak first because we're going to start off with our opening statements or opening remarks, whatever you want to call it. So you go right ahead, Felton, and
all right.
I'll follow you up. Keep it short.
All right. Well, first of all, ladies and gentlemen, again, I want to thank you all for coming out here tonight. I really do appreciate it, and I'm glad that you are taking an active role in your politics. There will be a question and answer segment afterwards, so please make sure you have those questions. Oh, hello. Okay, so please make sure you have those questions handy for you at the end. I'm running under the platform that America's doing just not so great right now. It's just not. Let's be real honest. We have some people saying make America great again, and I'm here saying, when was it ever great? You know, the stuff has always sort of happened, and America's never been great. But I think we can make it great or make it better. Definitely make it better, and I think we need to all work together to make it better. With my stances on the economy and my stances on gun control and my stances on how capitalism works and healthcare, I definitely think that we can all work together to make this country a wonderful place and definitely make it better than what it is right now or what it always has been. Thank you very much for your time, and I will now toss it over to Kyle to give his opening remarks.
Hey, yeah, give him a round of applause.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Excuse me, my campaign manager. I'm Kyle von Beethoven, and I've been accused of running a very, very negative campaign, and I just want to let you know that I believe in negative campaigns. I believe in going as low as possible. I mean, if you're not ready to go low, go home. So one of the things I really believe in is just saying it like it is. But even more, convincing people that it's like it is, even if it isn't. And I feel that way because that's what we do. That's what Americans want. That's what Americans vote for. That's what Americans seem to like. That's what Americans respond to. So I am going to run as negative and low life a campaign as I possibly can because I'm a true American and I hope you are too. Because if you're not, you probably shouldn't be voting. Okay? All right. And if you're not a true American, it's pretty easy to tell. Pretty easy to tell. We can spot you. I'm too cute. I'm very cute and I can get away with all of this crap. If I was ugly like Felton, I would have to be a lot nicer. But I'm cute and I swear my heart is in the right place. And it's as cute as the rest of me. But damn it, I'm going low. Okay. Thank you very much.
Woo! USA! USA!
USA.
Now, like I've said before, I refuse to go low, Kyle. I refuse to go low. I believe that my policies and my demeanor will speak for me, and I don't have to attack you.
Oh, well, I feel that this is a presidential campaign, and if I don't attack you now, when will I? I mean, I can't attack you in a parking lot. I can't attack you in a mall. I can't attack you in a theater. I can only attack you here. I mean, what else are we doing if not that? You know. So I want to be true to American politics. Okay, and I want to be as honest about my dishonesty as possible because, as I said, I'm very, very cute and I can get away with it.
So, not that I'm attacking you, Kyle. Not that I'm attacking you. But do you know who else was cute and said they had their heart in the right place? Fidel Castro. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
He was
That's
hot, yeah.
Right. He was a baseball player.
Okay, well, I never heard of him. Okay, so
Wow.
maybe if he was like a bad guy, I would have heard of him. I don't know anything about him. I don't know. I'm a millennial. What do I know? Okay. So I guess we can just toss it to the audience to get some questions from the audience from our town hall people.
Yes, raise your hands if you have anything to ask. There are no such thing as bad questions.
Yes.
Oh yeah, there are.
Hi.
Hi.
I have it on good authority from my MLM group on Facebook that lizard people have infiltrated all of the different branches of government. So, Mr. President, what will you do about the infiltration of lizard people? How will you expose them and make sure that they go back to their home planet?
Kyle, do you want to take this one or should I?
That's a tough one. Because some lizard people are my base. And, excuse me. And I think there's good and bad on both sides of lizard people.
Wow. All right, Kyle. I'm sorry. How do you pronounce Lorraine? Do you pronounce your name?
Lauren.
Yes, Lauren. Okay.
A real American would know how to pronounce the name.
A real American understands that there are people here from other countries who may pronounce their names differently, Kyle. I'm being accepting of those different spellings, Kyle.
There are no other countries. This is the one. Okay? I can say that because it's true and because I'm very cute. Go ahead. Sorry.
All right. Lauren, when it comes to the lizard people, it's very simple. I do think that there is a problem with the lizard people. There's an easy way to defeat them. See, they are cold-blooded, which means they do not regulate their body temperature. That's science. Science, which should be believed at all costs. So if lizard people are cold-blooded and they cannot regulate their body temperature on their own, then the simple answer is to just raise the air conditioning in the White House.
Well, I'm against regulation of all kind, including body temperature. How would you like it if someone told you had to regulate your body temperature? No.
Nobody's telling me to regulate my body temperature. It just does it.
Well, I like unregulated body temperatures as well. So you're going to discriminate against the lizard people because they can't regulate their own body temperature?
No, because they're lizard people. They're infiltrated in our government.
Well, maybe they were born that way. Maybe it's not a lifestyle choice.
Yes. But to answer your question, yes, raise the air conditioning. And they wouldn't need to go back to their home planet because lizard people are from the core of our Earth.
It's a slippery slope. First, they raise the air conditioning. Then they raise the minimum wage. Then what? Then
people get better health care.
I've never been sick a day in my life. I'm just saying.
Because you're a puppet, Kyle. We don't have colds.
No, but I mean, it gets a little drafty in the back sometimes.
All right. Does anyone else have any questions? Anyone else?
Thank you for that question, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you, Lord. I really appreciate it. Oh, yes. You, madam. What is your name?
Oh, my name is Lourdes.
Lourdes. Hello, Lourdes. Thank you. Go ahead, please ask your question.
Thank you, sirs. Okay, so as we've seen in Avenue Q and the Happy Times murder, there's a decline in our puppet community. How do you address the degradation that's happening on our streets?
Well, I think that we see a lot of puppets without realizing that they're puppets. I mean,
right. Well, so lifelike.
Gotten so lifelike. Not me, and certainly not my Felton here. You can clearly tell we're puppets, but there are puppets everywhere infiltrating our government. Somebody's pulling the strings for these people, and so I believe that more puppets should look like puppets. If you're a puppet, come out and say, "Hey, I'm a puppet. Damn it, I'm proud, and I'm a puppet." Does that answer your question? Because this is a town hall meeting, we usually don't answer the exact question that was asked.
Right. I do have to agree with my constituent, with my contemporary here. I believe that all puppet Americans are Americans and should be able to walk around freely and do so. And I think we need to make it easier for those puppets to enter America, to become productive citizens of our society.
Well, I don't know whether we should just allow any old puppet to infiltrate our country. I mean, what if Canadian puppets want to masquerade as American puppets?
Well, what's wrong with Canadian puppets?
You're going to suddenly wake up in a country full of polite puppets who do curling. Is that the America you want to live in?
I think once they're here,
polite curling.
You're judging them based on where they're from. I think once they're here, they will assimilate into our culture.
I don't know. I don't know. I just don't see it. I know.
I don't look. My mother is a fourth Canadian, and I find this extremely.
Why can't we just enable our own homegrown puppets? Why do we have to have Canadian puppets infiltrating our country? They look just like us. Just like us.
That was a great question, Lourdes. I really appreciate that question. I hope we answered your question to the fullest. I hope you are satisfied with our answer.
Mhm.
At least
Anyone
my
else?
answer. I don't know about Kyle. Anyone else? Anyone else have a question? What about you? Yeah,
Oh.
you. How do you pronounce your name? Is that Hesse?
It's with a J. It's like a hard J. Jesse.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought you were Hispanic. The Hispanics pronounce the J as a sound.
Right. Oh God.
She's
Okay.
so obviously not Hispanic.
You don't know that.
No.
Right.
Yeah. Look,
She could be a trans Hispanic.
I believe in judging people immediately based on the first thing you see about them.
True.
And you can make a lot of judgments based on that. It saves so much time. And so obviously I was right. You're not Hispanic at all, are you?
Okay. No, Kyle, I'm not.
Okay, so I was right.
So my question is for not Kyle.
For Felton.
Yes.
Thank you.
So what do you say to all the haters and the naysayers that say that people with mustaches cannot be trusted?
See, okay, all right. That is a great question. See, I spoke to my campaign advisor, Mr. Dash Ruiz, just a wonderful campaign advisor, very smart, very handsome gentleman, very intelligent, very funny, very single. I spoke to him, and we discussed this issue with the beards and the mustaches. And yes, in the past, people with mustaches and beards have been polled and thought that we are not as trustworthy. But if you go back and look at the old presidents, the original founding fathers of this country, they all had these magnificent beards. Every single one. Look through them. Look through them. Every single one had a magnificent beard or a magnificent mustache. And at some point, I believe it was John F. Kennedy was the first one to have no facial hair because he was too young to have grown any. But that was the first president without facial hair in a while. And finally, it just went the way of the electric car. It just disappeared. But I'm trying to bring it back, and I'm trying to show that people with mustaches and puppets with mustaches can be trustworthy, like our founding fathers.
Well,
Teddy Roosevelt had a magnificent mustache.
The president before Kennedy was Eisenhower, and not only did he not have facial hair, he didn't have any hair at all.
I don't know that there's proof of that. I don't know if there's proof. There were no cameras back then.
There were actually. There were.
Okay.
Yeah, there were cameras. Yeah. No, I agree that puppets with facial hair have problems. It's like, what are you hiding? What are you hiding?
Yeah.
I'm not hiding anything. I'm right here. I'm right here, Kyle. Look at me. I'm right here.
You know, I was told we were going to get a chance, in addition to this, to show some of our campaign ads here today, just to get everyone on board with them, and so if I don't know if we'll do that, but maybe in a minute. But someone else had a question.
Yes, I have a question.
Yes.
This is for Kyle. So, I received a postcard in my mailbox advertising an upcoming rally of yours for real Americans who love America and don't suck. P.S. No uggos. How do you define uggo?
That's a great question, Kyle. Answer that question, Kyle.
Well, I can send you some photos. I've got plenty of them. I mean, uggos, we all know what an uggo is.
Not really.
Really? You don't know?
I mean, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and we want to make sure that if you're going to expect a large turnout, that the standard has been met. So before people risk getting COVID to attend one of your rallies, we would really appreciate knowing how you define uggo, so that people will know whether or not to attend or stay home.
Okay, well, for me, uggo can be defined in many ways. In one way is, let's say you're wearing a COVID mask and you're still repulsive looking, I think that would have to qualify as Uggo. Like if you're Uggo through a mask, that's pretty bad. I would not want that at my campaign rally. Maybe for security, to keep people out, but not actually at the rally to be photographed.
Lauren, I don't believe Uggos exist. I don't believe it exists at all. I think everybody is beautiful in their own right. I would dare say
you exist. You exist. Clearly, Uggos exist.
Oh, you have, sir. You have come to a new low, sir. A new low. If I had my dueling pistols here, I would challenge you right now. But I'm a gentleman, and I'm choosing not to go down that route.
Well, I've spoken with the producer, and we are going to show at least one. It's absolutely relevant campaign ad. Well, sort of. But can we take a look at it just so you see what we're talking about?
Sure, go ahead. Why is it silent? Also, why are we showing an attack ad? Why is the one ad we're showing an attack ad? I'm just feeling like I'm not getting relevant time here, Kyle. Who's in charge of the ad, Kyle? Fine. Keep your secrets, Kyle.
Sorry.
Hello? Ladies and gentlemen, I look at what's happening. Okay. Not only did we get to show one ad, but the one ad was an ad by Kyle, and it was an attack ad against me. Is this the man? Is this the puppet that you want running this country? Yes, Jesse.
Did you kill someone as the ad suggested?
Not that I am aware of, no. I have not killed any people directly, no. Yes, Lauren.
Was the box given to you by a lizard person?
That's a very good question. That is a very, very good question.
Unless the lizard people have already, you got to give me a second to answer the questions, Kyle.
Answer it.
Unless the lizard people have infiltrated the United Parcel Service, then no.
Of course they have. When's the last time you saw somebody from UPS? They're all lizard people. Every one of them.
Oh my God.
Well, that's conjecture.
That's what I've been trying to tell America. Jeez.
Felton, I have a question for you.
Yes, Lord S. Go ahead.
You mentioned that you would never shoot someone or kill somebody, but what were you doing with dueling pistols? What's your stance on gun control?
I'm sorry. I'm going to assume that you are not well versed in history, but most duels end and nobody shoots. Trademark Hamilton, 2017. Most duels just happen until both men are satisfied.
Well, I wish I could separate at least one of my fingers right now.
Yeah, look at the one with the ring on it, Kyle. Look at the one with the ring on it. Which finger is that?
Well, you've only got 4. I've got 5.
That's a genetic birth defect, Kyle. Are you making fun of my genetic birth defect?
I wasn't going to point it out. God damn. Okay, Lee had a question.
The idea of having a president that doesn't have all his parts.
It's probably a deal breaker for me.
Yeah.
No.
For Kyle also.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah. getting back to the hair thing, it's a known fact that every president we've ever had has had the most hair of his opponent during the election. Address the hair on your face, but what are you going to do about the hair on your head to give yourself a chance to win the presidency?
Are you saying that the one with the most hair?
Yeah, it's been a proven fact since the history of the United States. The two contestants, the one with the most hair, has always won. The only time it's never been true is when George Bush lost to Barack Obama. But other than that, every single president who's the more hair of his opponent.
Well, then my answer to that is if Barack Obama was the first president to have shorter hair than his opponent, then that's how we know that it had done wrong up until that point. Because after Barack Obama, it was right.
Oh, sure. Why don't you just say it? Come out and say Martin Van Buren was an asshole. Go ahead, say it. Go ahead. John Quincy Adams was an asshole. All
I'm
of
not
our
going to say
presidents
that.
were assholes. We're Harry. Well, I'm not going to finish the sentence, but that's apparently what you're saying.
Are you going to let him?
I've got a good head of hair here, and look at that.
I mean, look, I still have all my hair. I don't have any bald spots. I just happen to cut it short because I like to keep my look professional, Kyle.
I see. Well, I'm more a man of the people. What can I say? Even some of the lizard people. You know.
Wow. I believe the lizard people are not registered to vote, so that's fine.
You know, not everybody who votes needs to be registered to vote. There you go again, trying to regulate what Americans do.
Of course they do. That's the whole purpose of voting, is you have to be registered to vote so that you can vote.
I don't intend to be registered any of the times that I vote in this coming election.
All right, if you don't mind, Jessie over here has a question. I know she's a woman, which isn't the demographic that you have voted for you, but Jessie, I do respect women and equality. So please, by all means, go ahead and answer your question.
Yeah, why don't you mansplain it to her? Why don't you just mansplain it to her while you're at it?
I can't mansplain it. I'm a puppet.
Why don't you puppet explain it to her then?
Thank you. What are your thoughts on the Muppet Lives Matters movement?
Which one? Who's that question for?
It's for both of you.
Oh, okay. Well, I firmly believe that all lives can't possibly matter until Muppet lives matter. That's very important. I believe that if Muppets are the demographic that is currently in trouble, that's the demographic that we need to assist.
I believe
you wouldn't throw water on every house on the block. You would throw water on the house.
Muppets lives matter to puppets. To anybody else, I mean, it's kind of not really it doesn't really matter all that much because.
I'm sorry, Kyle. Are you saying
you
that
throw them away and get another one?
Your own people, Kyle. You're turning on your own people. You're saying that you, a puppet, matter less.
This dog toy used to be made of a Muppet.
I think that symbolizes what's wrong with America today. I think that symbolizes it. Puppets are being turned into dog toys. That's why we're trying to run.
That needs to be addressed. Yes.
That's why we're running. I mean, I think we can agree on that. You and I.
Yeah.
We can definitely
Puppet Americans need representation. Did you know that out of 44 presidents and one Cheeto that have run this country, not a single one of them have been puppets?
Right. And even though you and I may not be, quote unquote, cut from the same cloth, I think that we elevate the discourse simply by being puppets running for president of the United States of America at this time in the country's history.
Yeah, well, it is going to make history. It is.
Right.
Do you guys have some type of like slogan that you could tell us each?
Yeah.
Yes.
And make it. Can you make it rhyme? I really want it to rhyme.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. I already have a slogan, and it's well documented in all my ads. And it's "We can be better." And I guess if you wanted it to rhyme, write your congressman a letter because we can be better.
Okay.
I don't have a rhyming slogan, but I guess I could come up with one. It's not as good as it can get until you vote for a marionette. How about that?
Oh.
How about that? All right. I think we should take a look at the puppets that have already been in the White House and compare ourselves to them.
Oh yeah, but they've all been arrested though. We don't want to be like them.
Yeah, but then another puppet pardons them. So what good is that? What good is that?
You make a good point.
Like if you got sent to puppet jail, I wouldn't pardon you as president of the United States. I wouldn't pardon you. Sorry, just because you're a puppet. Unless you had a lot of money, or you had pictures of me doing things that I didn't want published.
And I do, but I haven't released them because I refuse to go low.
Oh,
you
okay.
you guys should see the stuff that he's into.
Now wait, you got stuff
weird.
on me? You got shit on me?
Oh yeah, but I'm not going to use it.
What?
You
Son of
you should.
Are
You
you
should see.
wearing pants?
What's
Say
that?
that again.
Are you wearing pants?
I still couldn't hear it. Did you?
Pants.
Yeah, I
Are
think
you
she asked
wearing-
if you were wearing pants.
Okay.
Yes, I am. I always wear pants. Why wouldn't I wear pants?
Because you're a millennial.
Oh. And they're trousers.
That makes it a little suspicious.
I'm not sure if my opponent is wearing pants. I'm not even sure if my opponent is wearing legs.
Of course, I'm wearing pants. Look, they're right here.
Hang on a second. Wait a minute.
Okay.
I'm also more flexible than you.
Wow.
Wow.
That's impressive.
I have to say, as a voter, somebody who can be that flexible with their body makes me wonder if they don't actually have any morals that they can stick to and that they can be flexible with any kind of policy.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
No backbone.
I plan to remain as sturdy and as rigid about policies as my hand wants.
Mm.
All right.
Has there been any pressure from any of your family or friends to bring in some of the more popular characters that might be a good vice president? Maybe any particular frogs, green frogs, or overly talkative pigs? Anything at all that you might bring into the fold?
That's a great question. I can tell you personally that I plan for my vice president to be a monster puppet. Not a humanoid puppet like me, but more of a monster puppet, because we want to make sure that we are covering all grounds as far as the puppet community goes.
And I do have a potential running mate, and that's my son. But I haven't really
Nepotism. Nepotism at its finest.
Oh, he's so cute.
Oh, I'm voting.
That was my son. That was Wolfgang Amadeus.
I'm sorry, your son's name is Wolfgang Amadeus von Beethoven?
Von Beethoven, yes. Yes. Why?
No reason. That was a cheap shot, by the way, using your own son, using childlike cuteness to get that vote.
That's what we do in America these days. We take our family and we put them in positions that they don't belong in. My son is stupid. He's an idiot. He can't even talk.
Yes,
Kyle.
Lord Az, go ahead.
I have a question for Kyle.
Yeah.
Do you believe life begins at insertion of palm?
Wow, I've never been asked that before. You know, I have. What I'll have to do is I'll have to form a committee and find out what most Americans who vote would think, and that's what I think.
Wow.
Simple as that.
Kyle,
Felton, the same question.
Kyle, if you don't stand for anything, what do you fall for, Kyle? What will you fall for? My stance is very simple. I believe that puppet conception starts on the paper. As soon as the artist puts their drawing down on paper, that puppet has come to life.
Stance. How can you talk about stance when you're not even wearing legs?
What? They're right here.
These people, you're not wearing your own legs. I've got legs, and I know how to use them.
They're right here.
How can you pack your own legs in a separate suitcase from yourself?
It was an accident I had as a child. I will thank you not to bring up that trunk, Kyle.
And what other parts of your body are detachable?
Nothing important. Possibly my arms. I have never checked. No, not my arms.
Okay. Well, I don't know how we got off on that. Sorry.
That's okay. That's okay.
Sorry to bring up the leg thing. I know that's a thing with you.
Sometimes it's a little too low, Kyle. Sometimes going low, it's a little too low.
Okay. All right. I know you're sensitive about the leg thing. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that goes below.
I'm a big enough man to admit that I'm wrong sometimes. All right.
Next question.
Yes, Lauren.
As president, how soon would you be able to find a vaccine for COVID, and what would be your stance on making sure that people get vaccinated?
Wow.
Ooh.
Whoa. First of all, I've looked at the statistics. 0 puppets have been infected.
Correct.
So I think it's blown way out of proportion. I think it doesn't really affect puppets at all. I was going to wear a mask on this show, but since it's, we're not in person right now. But I keep working on it. Here's what I think should be done. I think once you get me into office, wait 4 years, and then 3 days before my reelection, I will announce that there is a vaccine, whether there is one or not.
Well, as Kyle said, 0 puppets have come down with COVID. So the puppets don't have to worry about it. But I'm here to say that I'm not just here for puppets. While I do represent Puppet Americans, I'm here for all Americans. I want we to save this nation. So the thing that I'm doing is I'm listening to the science and to the experts, because I'm not a disease expert. I'm a puppet who's running for president. Right. I'm a politician. Yeah. And I believe that if the experts say that it's serious, should be taken serious, and have recommendations, then those recommendations should be followed.
So does that mean that you would force everyone in the country to get this vaccination and have their kids turn autistic?
No, that's not how I see it. I would force people to be more like puppets. I would force everyone in this country to have a hand shoved up their rear ends to move their mouth. I think that would make America great immediately.
Vaccinations don't cause autism.
So, well, that's not what Debbie in my Pinterest group says. So,
well, we all know what causes autism. unregulated Canadian lizard people.
Oh no.
Well, I was about to say, Debbie from your Pinterest, I know her. She's a lizard person. You shouldn't listen to her.
I knew there was something
Right.
up about Debbie.
Right. The lizard people are the ones trying to convince us not to get vaccines by telling us they give us autism, and that way they can wipe us out. So don't listen to the anti-vaxxers. They're just lizard people.
Right.
Problem
Do
solved.
not listen to them. Okay, we have time for one more.
Can't
question
believe
before
I liked her
closing remarks.
rustic outdoor candle arrangement. Oh.
Oh crap! Well, sorry about that.
Hey, for not
Elise got something.
Yes.
questions for not what was your name again?
Felton Stuffin.
Felton Stuffer.
Great name recognition there, Felton.
Yep.
Go ahead.
What would be the second thing you do if you were elected president? What would be like your number 2 thing that you'd want to accomplish?
Oh, well, the number 2 thing I want to accomplish is to take a real hard look at trickle down economics. Now we know it doesn't work. What? Let me talk.
I'm going to stand here and trickle down on you right now.
All right. So the first thing I'm doing is take a good hard look at the trickle down economics, because we know we know that trickle down economics does not work. All right, you give rich people all the tax breaks, and all they do is take that money and invest it in other businesses. And when it goes all the way down the line, the poor people get nothing. Do you mind? Do you mind, Kyle? Do you mind? All right. So I'm taking a good hard look at something we like to call hand up economics, where what we do is we take and give everyone a base wage, right? And we raise the minimum wage so that everybody makes a livable amount of money. And then capitalism, right? Companies will get better and invention will start again, because companies will have to compete for us to spend our money on them. So companies don't get stagnant anymore because they're just getting money and getting money and getting money. Now they have to work for their money, and poor people get to freaking eat. Thank you.
Listen,
hand up economics is where I'm going with hand up economics.
Let me tell you something. What do people around the world look to America for? They look to us for our rich people.
Beer.
That's right. Okay. They look to see how many rich people we have. They look to see how many Kardashians we can come up with. So basically, our main export is photos of rich people.
Excuse me.
If we do away with rich people and everybody has a good life, well, what are the Kardashians for?
Yes, Lauren.
Excuse me. Yes, Kyle. When you're saying that foreigners want to understand how many Kardashians we can come up with, are you implying that there is a Kardashian factory that just spits them out? And if so, where can I find this factory? And
it's probably in Mexico. It's probably in Mexico, possibly in Vietnam because of the tax breaks.
Well, that explains Kim, but I don't know what that would do about Chloe and Courtney. This is a conundrum.
I'm sorry. My base doesn't understand that word. We do have a comment from someone. The question: do puppets have hearts?
Yes, puppets do have hearts. At least I know I do, because I care about our fellow humans. I care about our fellow puppets. I care about animals. I know I have a heart because I'm not willing to insult and attack my contemporary Kyle von Beethoven.
Well, I know I have a heart, and I put my hand over that heart, and I say, and I just pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. And by the way, I'm going to change the Pledge of Allegiance if I become president. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. How many other pledges in your entire life do you have to take every day? You pledge all kinds of things. You pledge this, you pledge that. You pledge to love, honor, and obey. You don't have to do it every day. People just assume, you did it once, you said it. That's your pledge. But for some reason, we have to pledge allegiance to the flag every day. Our pledge is only apparently good for 24 hours. So I'm going to make sure and change the Pledge of Allegiance to say, I pledge allegiance for 24 hours to the flag.
Yeah,
So
I
that people
definitely
are forced to pledge every day. We can't trust people to keep a pledge for more than 24, possibly 32 hours.
Yeah,
Science.
I'm gonna go out on
Science.
I'm gonna go out agreeing with Kyle here. I think the pledge needs to be changed. I don't know why we're pledging to a flag. I believe we need to pledge to our country and to our people. So that I think needs to be changed. I would also like to change the national anthem from also glorifying the flag to glorifying our country, and I want to change it to America the Beautiful. I've noticed that Kyle has changed his picture to an American flag now. I just want to note that I've been standing in front of an American flag the entire time. It's just that it's such a big flag that only one of the red stripes fits. That's what's out. The rest of the flag is here, but all you can really only see the.
Apparently, your colors do run.
No, they're right here, Kyle. They're right here.
And they're running just like you are for president. But what are you running from? You're running from something, Felton.
I'm running to the future, Kyle. To the future.
There is no future. The future doesn't exist. Haven't you seen Star Wars? Haven't you seen Star Trek? Jesse has. The future is robots and Siths and Jedis and planets blowing up and Death Stars. And what's the past? Like 15-cent packages of Twizzlers. That's the past. The only thing we have is now. And maybe tomorrow, or I know Friday's going to be pretty cool.
Yeah, Fridays and Saturdays are usually now, especially around.
Yeah, they're pretty good. There should be a special word for Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays.
Yeah.
Like for the days when the week comes to an end.
Yeah. Well, thank you everyone again for coming and spending your Wednesday nights with us. Thank you for all of those who were watching us online and dropping those comments in the comments section. And for those of y'all who are going to watch this later, thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. Thanks for the wonderful town hall response that you gave us. Be safe, be Americans, and don't let anybody pull your strings. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.